Mola, Teen June. Hi everyone, this is your Sifu right here. It's nice to see you here again. Now today's topic is going to be on the 5 sufferings in hell. You might wonder, oh, does the Taoists believe in hell just like the Buddhists? Or the hell as in like how the Catholic and people like those people believe? Hell, burn, fire. Basically, I would say we're not that like that, but you can see it's like kind of similar in a way, because hell do exist. It's just not like that. Okay, so I'm not saying that they're wrong. Okay, I'm saying that they're similar here. What do I mean by similar? Because you see, in the old days, okay, many people don't understand when you say things that is like too complex. So religion have to make it easy. You know, like how you teach little kids. Uncle Sun and the Auntie Moon, you know, that kind of thing. And you kind of cartoonize everything and make it more visual and humanized so that you can kind of understand it in a way that, you know, like kids can understand. So if you want to explain hell, then you make it very much like a metaphor, then people will understand it and it gets the point across. Why not, right? But then here, now, the modern like society, no one buys that kind of thing anymore. You know, it's just like too bizarre and absurd, and people are like, this is not making sense to me. Yeah? So we got to tell you the truth and actually what's going on. So yes, there is hell. There's a after death transitional phase where it actually do hurt, like it hurts. Okay, so yeah, it sucks. So no one likes to die. Okay, that's it. No one likes to die. So what's the point here? Hell. So first of all, let's get into understanding how you can experience these things when you're alive. Basically, the problem right here is people are thinking too far. Like you think, oh, I need to die in order to see that world. You don't. You don't. Right here, you can experience that already. Okay? Let me tell you. The 5 element or the 5 phases of how your soul is like when you're doing things, when you're living a life, when you're doing anything. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it repeats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Listen to me first, and you'll understand the positive side, like how it usually happens, and then hell is when it goes wrong. It goes bad. Okay, so let's take a look at the good side. First thing, gold element. This is the phase when you feel, when you have a lot of feeling. So I feel like cooking breakfast. I feel like playing a game. I feel, we always start by the one golden thing, feeling. When you have feeling, your heart pumps and it attracts the heart energy. It attracts this, which we call the power of creation. Sounds grand. Creation. Yeah, I'm creating something, I'm creating my breakfast. What's wrong with that? Power of creation. I'm going to type an email. I'm creating an email. Is that simple? Yes, it is that simple. Okay, so you have the power of creation right there. Second, water. Water flows from top to bottom. Like that. Water doesn't flow back up. Okay, what's that? Put down. Putting down what? Putting down the time, which is the money in nature. Putting down the time is like, I will now put the time into cooking my breakfast. What do? You walk there. You put down yourself. You travel like water. You travel there. And you stay in the kitchen. You stay in the kitchen. And then wood phase. You pick up what? Pick up the energy. How? You get motivated. You get hyped. You get excited, right? So you go into the kitchen, and now you're gonna pick up the element. You're gonna like touch things. As you touch things, you have to like move things around, use the stuff, kind of like that. And then the fire. Fire is the actual doing. You're burning up the motivation, right? So as you are cooking, you don't have that motivation anymore because you're done. After the fire goes the earth, which is when you're done doing the actual thing, then you have to wait and get the result. You have to wait and collect the result. Very simple. After the result is collected, then you start the next thing. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You understand? Very simple. Now, what if these things goes wrong? Now, if you are alive, let me tell you, while you're alive, you can experience hell. Imagine one day. I'm not sure if you had ever went through this experience yet, but I do know a few people, okay, including myself, had these experiences where you went through some things in life, and then suddenly you wake up, you feel like, I don't have feeling to do anything. Everything I do is a waste of time. Everything I do is basically stupid. I have no point in this world. I have no goal or anything. I don't feel like there's a direction in life. I feel like I'm done. Like I'm tired, sick and tired of this thing. Like that. It doesn't feel like happy here. It's not happy. It's just I'm like a zombie right here. Don't feel like it here. Like that. And then that's the gold element. So the whole time, whole day you live and feel like pointless living. It's like when you're heartbroken after you break up with your girlfriend or boyfriend, and you're like there, wasting time the whole day being a piece of garbage. Like that. Now, secondly is the time issue. Put down the time issue. So here there are two ways. Okay. One is you feel time is very slow. I'm sure everyone tried it. Go to the doctor for a body check. Oh, Thomas. Okay, yeah, let me pull out your file. No problem. Very quick. Go get a seat. 2 hours later. Huh? Still not done. 1 hour later. Is it done yet? No, still, just get a seat. That's very quickly. Like that. And the pain of waiting, huh? Very bad. Sometimes it's the other way. Time runs so quick. You feel you're always like you're out of time. And you're like in a rush. But then if you take a look, like step back, okay? What's the rush? No one is rushing you. But you're rushing yourself. You always feel that you're out of time. I'm sure everyone who went to school, you tried this before. You always feel that you're out of time, but there are like still many days for you to do the project, but you feel the stress that time is compressing on you. Time issue. Next thing, the wood element. Motivation. I have feel to cook my breakfast. I want to cook my breakfast, but I'm not motivated. So I went into the kitchen and I keep flipping around my drawers and my fridge, and I just don't want to cook. This is not fun. That is not tasty. I don't want to eat that, like that. Bad. And sometimes you feel weak because of no motivation, not pumped. You feel like weak, very weak. You don't even want to move at all. You don't have energy. You don't want to talk. You're like getting sloppy, and you want to give up. You want to like, don't do just let me like that, like that, and that leads to lack of fire. Lack of fire is like you don't want to move. Yeah, basically here you're like don't want to move. But at the same time, the fire can also go wrong to the extreme where it gets you very frustrated, angry, mad, and oh, like that, and you're gonna kill yourself, but you cannot because you're dead already. Okay, so very frustrated to the point the earth element screws up, which is, well, you run out of patience. You want to find a way to suicide, but you cannot, and you don't want to wait for the fruit anymore, or you think there's no fruit, and then as this burn and burn and burn, it becomes very suffocated, heavy, and like the heavy feeling, and then you will start to get very lonely, and you will soon have to settle and accept the fact that you are already like done, and you are helpless, hopeless, and all you're left with now is insane amount of sorrow, sadness, and flashback to your past. Now, what I have just explained you can experience before you die, and you can also experience after you're dead. So after you're dead, what happened is you went into this it's kind of like into a dream zone, but it's not a dream anymore because you're really there. So it's a very realistic dream that you cannot wake up anymore, at least for a long time. And during that zone, at first it's kind of black. Okay, like the normal people will feel that kind of stage black, and then if you're lucky and you're not dead yet, you can come back. But if you're past that blackout, you will go into the gold phase, which is the feeling stage. You start to have a feeling of yourself being in another world, and you're like completely inside there, and that you cannot come out anymore. Secondly, is when you hear sound in that place. The sound is like suddenly you're in a like listening to a very bad microphone, like capturing the sound inside a tunnel, like like that kind of thing, and it feels very scary. Okay, so you're like traveling a tunnel, and that stage, after that, you cannot come back. It sucks you back there and sucks you into the other place, and you cannot come back. And after a while, you start to see light. When you see light, oh my, you're really in there already. So you start to see light, and then after that light zone, it's basically the wood stage already. And then when you go to the fire stage, you're basically there, and you start to like really live in that like the other side of the world already. So basically, it's not just a blackout. Okay, let me tell you, it's not just a blackout, and you'll experience all that crazy stuff like a huge nightmare that never wakes up. And these 5 phases will start to take turn and show you what suffering means again. And at the very, very end, at the earth stage, you will have a lot of flashback. And then after all the flashback, then what? Well, when your energy is finally all burnt out, then you'll be really in the other world and see the other world. Now, what is the other world? We need another episode for that. But here, at least, you know what I mean by the 5 sufferings in hell. It's basically your soul going through the 5 element phases, destruction, and it's because like in your whole life you have been accumulating a lot of unwanted energies into your soul, and in order for you to transition, nature has to wash it out. And while it's washing you out, you feel all that stuff come out again, and you're feeling all that stuff again. And that's why it's called hell. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. 福生無量大天尊。